Have you ever wondered what happens when a lie unravels in front of everyone? In a bustling outdoor gear store in downtown Portland, Karen strutted in, her heels clicking like a metronome of entitlement. She slammed a navy duffel bag onto the counter, its straps dangling like wounded soldiers. "These straps are pathetic," she snapped, her voice slicing through the hum of shoppers. "I demand a full refund now." The cashier, a young woman named Mia, blinked, her polite smile faltering. The bag looked suspiciously damaged, not defective. Something was off, and the air grew thick with tension. Karen's complaint wasn't new. She'd been here before, returning items with dramatic flare sunglasses scratched by design, a tint too flimsy after a weekend camping trip. Each time, she'd bullied her way to refunds, leaving staff fuming but powerless. This time, though, Mia noticed something peculiar. The straps weren't frayed from wear. The cuts were clean, almost surgical, as if sliced with scissors. Mia's gut churned. Karen's story didn't add up, but calling her out risked an explosion. Still, Mia wasn't alone. Behind her stood Javier, the store's veteran manager, who'd dealt with Karen's antics for years. He leaned against the back counter, arms crossed, watching like a hawk. Mia took a deep breath and examined the bag. "Ma'am, these straps look cut. Our duffels are made with reinforced nylon. They don't tear like this naturally." Karen's face reddened, her eyes narrowing to slits. "Are you accusing me of lying?" she bellowed, loud enough to turn heads. Shoppers paused, their curiosity piqued. Karen leaned forward, her manicured nails tapping the counter like a war drum. "I bought this garbage last week, used it once, and it fell apart. Your store sells junk, and I deserve my money back." Her voice was a weapon, designed to intimidate. Mia, though, held her ground, her hand steady as she turned the bag over, revealing more evidence. The inner lining was pristine, untouched by the wear Karen claimed. Enter Tom, an unexpected player in this drama. A quiet, middle-aged man in a flannel shirt. He'd been browsing nearby, unnoticed until now. Tom wasn't just any customer, was a retired textile engineer who'd spent decades analyzing fabric failures. He stepped closer, peering over his glasses at the bag. "Mind if I take a look?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. Mia, surprised but curious, nodded. Karen scoffed, rolling her eyes. "What's this, a circus? Just give me my refund." But Tom wasn't fazed. He ran his fingers along the straps, his brow furrowing. "These cuts are deliberate," he said, loud enough for the growing crowd to hear. "The fibers are sheared cleanly, not frayed. This was done with a blade, not wear." The room fell silent, all eyes on Karen. Karen's confidence cracked, but she doubled down. "That's nonsense. I don't have to stand here and be insulted." She snatched the bag, but Javier stepped forward, his voice cutting through her bluster. "Ma'am, we have security footage from last week. You bought this bag, and it was perfect when you left. Want us to pull the tape?" Karen froze, her lips parting but no words coming out. The crowd murmured, phones emerging to capture the moment. Javier's tone was calm but unyielding. "We also have a witness who saw you in the parking lot yesterday, messing with the bag. Care to explain?" The witness was a part-time employee, Sarah, who'd been on break and noticed Karen fiddling with a duffel in her car, scissors glinting in her hand. The confrontation reached its peak. Karen's face was a storm of rage and panic. "This is outrageous. I'll sue you all," she screamed, but her voice trembled. Mia, emboldened by Tom's expertise and Javier's backup, held up the bag for all to see. "This isn't a defect. You damaged it to scam us. We're not refunding this." The crowd gasped, some whispering, others nodding in approval. Karen's facade crumbled. She grabbed her purse, muttering curses, and stormed toward the door. But the final blow came from Sarah, who'd just clocked in. "I took a picture," she said, holding up her phone. The image showed Karen in her car, cutting the straps with a smug grin. The crowd erupted in murmurs, and Karen's steps faltered. She was caught, exposed in front of strangers who now saw her for what she was. Karen's defeat was total. She stumbled out, leaving the bag behind, her heels no longer commanding but frantic. The store buzzed with chatter as shoppers discussed the spectacle. Mia, Javier, and Sarah exchanged relieved glances, their teamwork having dismantled a bully. Tom, the unassuming engineer, tipped his cap and returned to browsing, as if he hadn't just shifted the tide. The wooden sign by the counter, scrawled with Karen's lie unraveled, a tale of truth, stood as a quiet testament to the moment. The staff didn't gloat, they didn't need to. Justice had been served, not with shouting, but with facts and courage. In the aftermath, the store felt lighter, as if a cloud had lifted. Mia restocked the duffels, her hands steady now. Javier updated the store's policy, adding stricter checks for returns. Sarah's photo became a quiet legend among the staff, a reminder that truth could outshine even the loudest lies. The shoppers, inspired by the stand against deceit, shared the story online, sparking debates about accountability. Some defended Karen, arguing she might have been desperate, but most praised the staff for standing firm. The tale of Karen's failed scam spread, a cautionary story about the cost of dishonesty. What do you think? Does the truth always win, or do some lies slip through? Share your thoughts on who is right and why.